Pima Voices. My name is Savannah, and I'll be your host. Today, I'm sitting down with Yvette Rodriguez, who is the program coordinator for Pima Community College's Aviation Technology program. And today, we're going to be speaking about, you guessed it, aviation. So how are you today, Yvette?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Next time it'll be Jason,
yes,
right?
Jason is very sad that he couldn't be here today.
But we're just as happy to have you in the hot seat, so it's going to be great. So for those people who don't know, I feel like aviation is kind of like it's known, but it's still kind of like not quite as known as it should be. It's a little bit different because it's not on an actual specific like west, east campus, northwest, but its location makes sense. So go ahead and tell us a little about the Aviation Technology program and your role and like who you are, because I know you have a very important role there as well. And so maybe we can inform our audience a little bit more about what is going on that campus.
So we are at our own site behind the airport. Our home campus is the downtown campus. So we are part of the Applied Technology umbrella under Greg Wilson. So, but yeah, because we have our two hangars, we are not at a specific campus, I guess you can say. So we are out there at our own center, but the center has grown. We've had an expansion, so we've been able to double our enrollment, double our size, which is really great and really exciting. As a program coordinator, I've been there for 5 years now. And as a program coordinator, my role is very, like, I guess you can say just like a bunch of little roles at the college combined into one. It was really molded for what the center needed, what the program needed. Because before my role, there was no advisor there every day. There was no one answering financial aid questions every day. There was no veterans every day. There was, all these things that you can get on a main campus did not exist at aviation. Those departments would support and send people when they could, but there wasn't a designated person there every day to meet the needs of the students. So the students would either have to go to a main campus, which is hard because of the time commitment of the program, which I can go into later. So my role was created for me to go in and help do anything that a student can get at student services. I can pretty much help provide the student. So that is enrollment, financial aid guidance. I don't work for financial aid, so I don't process anything, but I can help guide the student, answer questions. If it gets too above my ability, I know who to refer them to in financial aid. Same goes for veterans. I manage our enrollment piece. That is from start to finish for our students. I am a big advocate for scholarships. That is one of my favorite things to do with the students. I go into every class every semester, do a presentation on how to apply to the scholarships and scholarships universe. I'm very proud to say, like, for the 24-25 academic year, we had over $330,000 awarded in scholarships to our aviation students. And I'm really proud of that because our students are, in our program, it's a full-time commitment. It's a Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. if you're in the day program, which is our full-time program. For 15 months. So a lot of these students can't work jobs and they have families to support. So being able to help them with scholarships and being able to help them kind of alleviate some of that financial stress, it brings me so much joy.
Sounds like you're a Renaissance woman over there. It sounds like you're keeping the wheels turning.
I am. I'm the mama bear over there, and I just absolutely love the program. I do. I love the people I work with. I love my students. We become very close with them because they're with us all day for 15 months, year round. Our students don't take summers off. I mean, it's a big commitment, but at the end, the rewards are it's just so.
It's a feeling you can't describe.
Yes.
Yep.
Being able to see the success is just amazing. A lot of first generation students, a lot of students that come from low incomes, a lot that are first in their family to go to college like me. And it's just so great to be able to be a part of their story.
Yeah, I understand that so much. Like at the office and stuff, sometimes, we're not on a campus. We don't always get to see that. But then we think about like, how are we able to help provide a scholarship or help this program fund and everything else. And it's a really fun feeling. And I've been to the ribbon cutting for the second hangar that you guys got, which was so cool. And I think that whole center is really, really fun. And I love going on tours there. I'm always like, I'll go.
Yeah, it's a
Because I'm
really
like,
cool
yeah.
facility. It's really nice. The expansion has just, something that a lot of the students, what we've heard, like students that were in the program before the expansion and then were there still when the expansion, when the grand opening and everything happened, a lot of the comments were, it feels like a real college campus now. And that is what we want because again, we don't have a cafeteria. We don't have a bookstore. We don't have, because we're not a campus. We're considered a center.
Mm-hmm.
But being able to give them that feeling of, oh, I am a college student and this feels like a college campus, that was pretty cool to hear. And that was something that a lot of the students, a lot of the feedback was like, oh, like, because now there's places for them to hang out. And, we just recently bought a foosball table and a ping pong table and all these cool things. We're trying really hard to give them that college main campus experience over at Aviation.
And they're there all day.
All day.
Excuse me, which I didn't realize until the last tour. I guess I was not fully paying attention to every other tour I've been on. And I'm just like, planes, helicopters, like, ooh, what's that? Toolbox, my little mind's always running all over the place. But I didn't realize how long they were on campus for. Like when you said that time schedule, and I was like, oh my goodness, like that's like all day long.
It's like a full-time job. Yeah, they are there all day. It's a big commitment. Mm-hmm. So, but we get them through it in 15 months, if they're in the day program. If they're in the evening program, it is a little over 2 years, about 2.5 years. But still, it is a big commitment. So it's their home, they're there
really,
all day. And we become like a family, and it's cohort-based. So they're not only there all day, they're with the same students, their same group. Mm-hmm. If you're cohort A, you're with cohort A all day for that whole program. So it becomes like a family. They start hanging out with each other after school on the weekends. They get to know each other's families. It's a really wonderful community to be a part of.
Yeah, I always like the vibe on there. It does feel like everyone really does know each other. Everyone really likes each other. There's always so much happening too. No matter where you are in that center, you can see students working. There's a lot of glass open space where you can see things that are happening instruction wise. And so, yeah, I really like going to that center a lot. And then I just you guys have that whole new big plane in the second hangar.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just so fun to walk up the stairs and go inside. This is so exciting.
Take pictures.
Yes.
Yeah. And I tell everyone it's a beautiful piece to have in there, but it's not just a showpiece. Students are taking that thing apart and working on it every day. They,
Which
it's
is
not just to look
think
at.
About. Yeah.
They actually work on it. It's one of the commercial airplanes that we are fortunate enough to have for them to be able to get experience working on.
Yeah. And it's such a hands-on center as well. Like I said, you just see them working on engines, taking things apart. There's so much to it, and there's so much to look at there. I see something different every time I go there. And so what do you think is something that makes that center just stand out? Because it's really the only one of its kind in the region. And so what do you think is its standout features?
So we are proud that we are actually considered one of the top 5 in the U.S. programs.
Oh.
Yeah, that's based off our curriculum, our facilities, and our students' hands-on experience. Because we have heard from students that have attended other institutions that offer similar programs for airframe and power plant licensing. And they're like, we didn't get that much hands-on experience like you guys do here. They're like, and I'm like, what do you mean? It's supposed to be all that. That's kind of scary, actually. So I think that, and then also our price is one of the big reasons why, we are different than other institutions. Because we're about the 5th of a price of other schools that offer the same certification.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give you kind of an example, we have students that come from out of state to our school because it's even cheaper as an out of state student to come to our program than to stay in state and get in-state tuition at their institution that offers the same program.
That's insane.
So we're very affordable, which is something that we are prideful about. And just to kind of give you some numbers, our tuition includes not only the certification, the credits but it also includes, they get their uniforms are included in that we give them, because every student wears those blue button-up uniforms. They get an iPad on their first day of class. That's theirs to keep. We're a completely paperless program. So all their tests, all their manuals, everything is on that iPad loaded for them. And again, that's theirs to keep. And then when they complete the program, we give them about, I want to say, $2,500 in tools so that they can go start. Because when you become a mechanic, they're expensive, and you're expected to bring your own tools. Like your employer is going to give you a list, and this is what you need to buy and bring. So we give them they're given $2,500 worth of tools once they complete the program, so that they are to start off their
set up for success in their new job. Yeah.
Yes. So, and then not only that, it also includes their testing. So the FAA testing is about $1,700 to do your written exams and your oral and practical exams that they have to complete to become FAA, to gain their FAA license. That's all included in tuition too. So that is something that really puts us apart. I think our team, we have 12 full-time faculty members, which is huge. A lot of institutions are not. They don't have that many full-time. They're mostly part-time. And we do have adjuncts too. We have about 16 adjuncts in our program, which is great. That they all have like a very diverse background. From our department head, Charlie Cook, his expertise is like in helicopters, to Neil Bungard, who is has an electrical engineer background. So he runs, our avionics program. So, we just have a huge, diverse instructors. Almost all of them are veterans also, which is great because we do get a lot of veteran students that come through our program. So it's just a huge, vast expertise, all around.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of moving parts to the department. There's a lot of benefits to a student who is enrolled there. Like, I didn't realize how much you offer and set up for your students for them to succeed, not just in the classroom, but outside the classroom. That's huge. That's such an important thing to say, hey, you're not only going to succeed in this center, in this program, but you're also going to succeed outside of this and what's next for you. That's absolutely phenomenal that you guys are able to do that. And then like you said, like you being able to provide that information for students to apply for scholarships and things like that, and that substantial amount of 300,000 scholarships money going to students. Like, you guys really are there to kind of set them up for success and say, hey, we've got you, we've got your back, you're going to do great. Like, that is really phenomenal. You guys should all be really proud as a team.
We really are. And, I've been with the college since I was a student aide back in 2002. So I've been at the college for a really long time. And I can, with confidence, say that everyone at the aviation program right now, our current team, we are all about students first. It's not just, you have them for a class and you get them through and that's it. No, everyone there is committed to making sure the students, if this is what they want and this is the career that they want, that they help guide them, they help mentor them. All of our cohorts are assigned a faculty mentor. That faculty mentor is the one that follows them through their entire program. Even if they don't have them teaching them that semester, they're still following up with them, help guide them through their FAA exams, help guide them with resumes, help guide them with interview techniques, help guide them with, even just applying for jobs and that kind of thing. So everyone there cares about not just producing, completers for the college, but we want to make sure that they go and get the jobs and are successful and that, meeting their goals.
And there's so much hands-on training. Obviously, it's something that should very well much be hands-on training there. And so do you think because of how hands-on the program and how much they learn and everything else and the faculty that's there to help guide them, that they're able to get, because I think some of them get jobs even before they're almost finished, right? They're lined up with jobs with people that partner with you guys. And so they're already getting jobs immediately, right?
Yeah. So we have students when they first start, they're already working, in the industry. We'd have a cent down the road. They'll hire a lot of our students to go in. And that's tough because you have to think about it. The students are with us 7 a.m., 3:15, and then they're going into work at 3:30, 3:45.
Yeah.
and then they're working through
That's a long day.
however late they're working. So yes, there's lots of opportunities. A lot of our students, employer-wise, our doors are open. Anytime an employer calls or emails that they want to come and talk to our students, we're going to make it happen. We don't make them wait for we will open arms, come see us. And they reach out, and they love recruiting from our facility because they love the product that we're producing. They do. And so they'll call, and we don't tell them, oh, well, the annual career fair is until May, so you'll come in May. No, you want to come in 2 weeks? Okay, let's set it up. You can talk to our cohorts that are getting ready to finish. You can talk to everyone. Usually they talk to everyone. They'll offer interviews for the students that are getting ready to finish. A lot of the students have more than one job offer before they finish the program. And they're like, oh, I don't know where to go. Like,
what a great problem to have.
It is. And you're like, well, how much is this place offering you? What's the benefits here? And what about here? And then, do you want to relocate? Do you not want to relocate? Like all these different things. And it's pretty cool to see. We had Blue Origin come out, and they recruited one of our students recently who's been with us since JTED, which is our high school program. She completed the airframe and power plant program, and then she went on to our structural repair program, and she got a job with Blue Origin working on rockets.
Wow.
So she's out in Florida now. Like, that's just
amazing.
You're like,
yeah, that's wild, but like a good one.
Yeah, I have another student that she was one of my student aides when she was in the program, and she graduated, and about a year after being out working locally, she got a job with American Airlines. So she's worked. That is like it's hard to get in with an airline. Like that's what a lot of the students want, is an airline job, because of all the, the benefits and the perks and the pay. She's making almost $40 an hour. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? Yeah. With a 15-month education. And, it's mind-blowing, to be honest,
is, yeah.
And that's just base pay. That's not overtime. That's not all the other cool things that she gets. And she comes and visits all the time. And actually, I missed her. She was on her way in when I was on my way out. But she comes and visits when she comes to Tucson and tells us all about her, her life and how much she loves her job. And it's
that's
just
because
rewarding.
Of all of you guys at the center. Yeah. So that's an amazing feeling to have.
It is.
And are there any new developments, upcoming partnerships, or anything that we should keep an eye out for within the Aviation Technology Center?
So a new program that we're starting is a non-credit program, our drone program, UAS program. That one's starting in the fall, so we're pretty excited to get that one off the ground and running, but it is a non-credit. Some other things that we're working on are hopefully, we get asked a lot if we have a pilot program. Yeah. We do not have a pilot program. One day, that is the dream, is to have a pilot program. So I know that is something. Yeah, I know. So I know that's something Jason and Charlie have really been working hard, and hopefully doing. Right now, the focus has been on doubling our current program, which we did. Since we've had the expansion, we've doubled our enrollment, double the amount of cohorts we can have. We also have a structural repair program that's up and running again, an avionics program that's up and running again. We have a non-destructive testing that just started. I think we're going into our third year with that one. And then we have our high school program partnerships. So those are partnerships that are very important to us, so that we can, give the high school students that experience. And then we do, the ones that want to continue on after high school and complete the program. They have a head start on doing that. So that's something that's really important to us also. And also just maintaining the relationships that we do have with local employers and business partners. They do a lot of our local employers, or not just local employers, a lot of business partners, they offer scholarships to the students. So we're able to give, I think it's 13, right now we're at 13 scholarships a year for $1,000 each, and they're part of our Aviation Foundation Fund student recognition scholarships. So that's something that's really awesome. The employers pay to have their logo and I don't know if you've noticed in the classrooms, like every classroom, like there's an Ascent classroom, there's a Bombardier classroom. So the employers pay to have that advertisement in the room, and then that money is used for scholarships. And the way that scholarship's designed differently, you can't nominate yourself for it. So you can't go and apply for it yourself. You have to be nominated by either an instructor or a peer. And the students and the instructors really like this. Like, this is like, they love being able to nominate somebody. And it's really cool when we announce who got the scholarships, because we do like a pizza day on the first day of class. And we invite everyone down. Everyone gets free pizza. And then we announce who got the scholarships. And they're $1,000 each.
Yes.
We get some that start crying. So that are just like, like completely shocked because they have no idea that someone's nominating them, right? Because it's a recognition from a peer or a faculty member. And, I think Charlie and I have done such a great job of advertising it and making sure people apply, because I was looking yesterday at the window to nominate someone closed, and we have like 55 nominations. And I was like, oh, we're going to have to read all of these. How are we gonna... That's the most we've ever had, I guess.
You're like, this might take a while.
Yeah. But it's a great problem to have, right?
Yes.
You're like, wow, that many students, their peer, when it comes from a peer, when it comes from an instructor, it hits a little different. It does. It totally does. And it's a complete surprise.
Yeah.
And we're so fortunate to have the employers help fund that piece for us.
Yeah, and it's great to see that they believe in the program just as much as you do, and that they are willing to do that because they know the student outcome at the end is going to be great. They can hire that student. They're ready. They're job ready, essentially. And so they believe in that as much as you do. And so that's great. That's transformational right there. So
yeah, we're very proud. Like I said, I'm a proud mama bear of my my program. I absolutely loved it. Like I said, I've been with the college for a really long time. I've worked for different areas, and this is my favorite position that I've had. It's just so diverse. So I'm able to make relationships with the students, and I love having a caseload that I really get to know, and I just. And in a team, like I've never had a position where I've worked so closely with faculty. And my department head, like I said, Charlie, and my director, Jason, they're just so supportive, and we all just work so well together. Like what we're doing together is really making differences. And like I said, I've never had a position where I've been able to work with faculty. I've never been able to go and I can go down the hall and talk to my faculty members anytime. I can go into their classroom anytime. Like it's an open door. Like, hey, I need to see this student. Can you send them down? It kind of does. Like a lot of the students are like, you're kind of like the principal. I'm like, yeah, I know. Or like the counselor.
They
call me the counselor. Yeah, they call me the counselor, like the high school counselor or the principal, or you know what I mean? And it's cool. Like I love that because I used to work for Trio. I used to work with the high school kids. Like I love those relationships. Like it just brings me joy.
Oh, I love hearing that so much. I'm just saying, like, your guys' center is just, everyone's such a big, happy family, and it's great. And it's not just like the fun of it. You guys are really like pushing and for these students to succeed. And we see it all the time. We hear about it all the time. Like you said, you shared some stories of students really doing well outside of school and just like getting those great jobs. And I just think it's like really, it's just such a cool program in general, just to say like I work with airplanes or something, like I'm just like, that's so fun. So, well, before we end our session today, was there anything else that you wanted to share with our audience or future prospects or anyone who wants to partner with you guys? Or
anyone that has money that wants to come sponsor some rooms, we do have some rooms still available for sponsorship.
Unnamed rooms.
So if anyone's interested in getting our program, it is a very popular program. We do, for the airframe and power plant program, which is our most popular one, the one that we have the most cohorts, we do have a year wait list right now.
Yes. Is it that long?
Yes.
I knew it was popular, but I didn't realize it was
We're at a year now. Yeah. So, but if anyone's wanting to do the program, they want to come look on our website. Our information sessions are all listed there. In order to get into our program, the first step is they have to attend an information session. And we offer them once a month, typically the first Thursday of every month at 5:30. Don't be late, because then we will not let you in. Because then you would have missed like the most important parts if you're late. But no, so they come to the information session, and if they call or email us, we're going to tell them they need to come to the information session, because it's so much information to do on the phone or via email. That's why we have the information session. So they understand what they're getting. The time commitment is really why we want them to come. So they understand this is not your traditional program where you can pick a class and come in at 11 and end at 2 and, only go 2 days. Like, this is not
This is
that.
every day,
This is every day, all day. This is like a full-time job. That's what we tell them. So that's why we have the information session. We give them all the steps they need, which is basically just to take the reading placement. Well, first they have to apply to Pima College, which only takes about 15, 20 minutes to do, get an A number. take the reading placement, and then they do our aviation application. And then once they do that, they're going to be guaranteed a seat. It just might be a little while till they get in. And we tell the students, I always tell them like, hey, come to the info session as soon as possible. You hear a year, but if you wait 6 months to come, it's probably still going to be a year.
Yeah.
So come as soon as possible. And I always tell the students, hey, if you want to start sooner, when you accept your start date, you just email me and say, I accept, but can you put me on the wait list to start sooner? Because chances are students, things change. A lot of things can change in a few months. So I am typically able to get students in a lot faster. So as long as I know that, they're wanting to start sooner. And they can always start their gen eds for the associate's degree that we offer. We offer associate's degree, and that's a great opportunity, great stepping stone also when they get out in industry and to go on for a bachelor's degree in the industry. So there's a lot of things they can do while they're waiting for a year. But we also have other programs, but all the programs are pretty full right now, which is exciting.
Yeah, it's a good
problem
to have.
We do have a lot of good problems to have. But yeah, if anyone's interested, I highly recommend they come to the next info session and, start their journey with us, with our family over at Aviation.
Well, I learned a lot today. Very great things are happening. I feel like great things are always happening over there. And so I know more and more great things are going to come out of that program for sure. Maybe you'll get another hangar. Like, who knows?
Oh, I think we need more classrooms. Definitely. Yes. No, we were actually
wait, yeah.
Yeah, we were actually telling Jason I think we need 5 more classrooms because we also offer gen eds on site for the students that want the associate's degrees. So then that takes up classroom space too, which is great because now they can literally finish their entire degree at our site, which is exciting. So yeah, Jason needs to find us some money so we can build a third hangar.
Jason, you have a lot of work to do, sir.
He has a to-do list.
Oh, goodness. Well, if anyone's interested in the program, we'll link all that information below. If you are a business who wants to partner with the program, we'll get you in touch with the right people. If you want a tour, I just went on a tour not that long ago with some people. Great. Like I said, I learn something new every time I'm there, and I'm always like, I'll go. And so it's super fun and super awesome. And so thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about it today. Like I said, I learn something new every single time. There's always something great going on. And you guys are all so wonderful, and I love hearing all this success coming out of that center. So you guys are doing a great job. You should be very proud.
Thank you. We are very, very proud.
Well, I'm sure I'll see you again sometime. And then maybe one time we'll put Jason in your seat, right?
Oh, Jason is coming next. Highly requested Jason come and
we'll
talk.
Connect everyone with Jason.
Yes.
So thank you for coming in again. And like I said, I'm sure I'll see you at some point. So thank you. And then thank you everyone for tuning in today's episode, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks.